Uh, oh yeah. You know what it is? Biggie Astrology, complete. Knowledge is love. Just gotta let that track rock for a little bit for my oldest son. It's kind of hot. Bars. Sometimes introductions are kicked in the rhyme, and my philosophy is rhyme, brother rhyme. Sometimes I can't breathe, but my brain is straight. And I want you to see I was born on the date. One of the greats and the greatest you see. This is really truly a Virgo MC. Tonight we're talking about Pisces, yo. It's Saturn in Pisces. The return's happening now, bro. How you doing? How you scrambling? How you handling? Don't you understand? I'm more than Mickey Mantlin. Mike Tyson, KRS, Kendall Jenner, Justin Bieber, yo. They're not no pretenders. They're in the lyrical blender. Dealing with this now. Saturn and Pisces. Is it a chocolate cow? What do you say? Wow. How do you do it? Talking about this energy through astrology. Now it's Uranus and Pisces too. These are the kids, how I know what they do. I got one, yo, 14 to 21 years old son. My son is 15. What do I mean? As I step up on the scene, crispy and clean. Lyrically, I bring the gleam, the smile, the teethus, the reefus, your Rufus. Can you prove this? I am above this. What I do is bring you elevated bars like I am the chart ruler rocking from the Mars. Bring all stars to competition C. I'm a real cat and MC. You don't want to battle, rattle, tattle, you just scattle. I want you to see lyrically I am a battle rapper, dapper, like Dapper Dan. My father used to run hell on them, man, and I mean Harlem, the French way. Don't you understand? I spit the feng shui, the bed to the south where the head just lays, and I get those extra beautiful sun rays, the vitamin D, the poetry, rockin' acapella off the heartbeat C. These types of rhymes always stay going. That's my name, complete. I be flowing. And now it's time for episode 314. Knowledge is love and a step on the scene. Ooh, ooh! Knowledge. What's the deal? Oh my God, having some fun tonight. You know who's here. Wifey's coming, but who's here?
Me.
Big Tay. Tell him, did you have fun doing the podcast interview?
So, I mean, yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Come more on the camera. People can see you. And I want you to say thank you to everybody. You got a lot of nice comments. Let's see. Is anybody here in the chat? We got somebody here.
Danny Figueroa.
What up, D? Nice.
Up.
Say what's up to the people.
Alette, Unique.
Hey, Alette.
Alette said, grand evening, everyone.
Grand evening.
The Mama Mista said,
Mama
hey,
Mista in the house. But you tell the people, how did you like doing the interview and the podcast?
I mean, I don't really know how to say it in words, but I liked it. I had a fun time just recording it, and
you did a good job
because I got to talk about some of the things that I don't know how to say it.
Well, that you do, that you experience,
that
yeah, your interests.
Tell you guys my interests, like what I like to do and different stuff. Because you guys see me on here pretty often, but you don't know a lot about me.
And they're on spring break this week, so he had a nice sleepover at his friend's house the other day. Went to a cool track meet. But what do we do today as a family? It was really fun.
So there's this place that's called Gordo's Tacos, and we went to brunch there. And they have the best birria steak ever, and they have like just all kinds of things. They have tacos, burritos, wet bowls.
The food was. I'm from New York, so I like Puerto Rican Dominican food, arroz con pollo, all that stuff, right? And I don't eat that anymore. But I got to tell you, my wife's always trying to get me to have Mexican food. This place, this is our second time we had it because she brought some home like a week or two ago. And we weren't going to do it, but Daddy came up with the idea. we actually started our fast yesterday, and we did one day. So I was going to announce it to you guys, but then we realized we needed to break it because it's spring break, and we're going to be doing different things as a family and with the kids. So we'll probably pick it back up towards the end of the week, maybe Thursday or Friday. Just want to share that with you guys because I like to let you know in case you guys want to do it with us. But I did realize I got on the scale, and I told you, I'm a real fella. But since I've been doing this fasting, I just like to keep track. And so from the last time of the fast in February to when I was going to do it and started it yesterday, I did so good. Now don't say about wifey. She put back on 10 pounds because it was her birthday. I only gained 4 pounds. I was a good boy. I did so good. I was like, yo, this is great. I was surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because when we got married, just so you know, right? My sickest with the valley fever, I maxed out. I'm 5'11", right? Jupiter on the ascendant. So I'm taller than average height of a man is 5'9". But I maxed out at my sickest at 240, right? When I was acting and modeling in New York and doing all that stuff, I was like 175, maybe between 175 180. When I got married, I was 187. Had an ankle surgery, moved out to Arizona. Before I got sick with the valley fever, maybe 192, 193. I was fine. I was still in good health, good shape, whatever. But when I got sick with that valley fever, y'all, it was a monster. I'm telling you, I maxed out to 240. That's when I had the leeches. I cut off all my hair, leeches on my neck and stuff like that. These guys were babies. He don't remember that, but it was just crazy. But, I feel good. And wifey and I weren't doing it for the weight loss. And you guys know with Pluto and Aquarius, this is a good time for purging and detoxing parasite cleanses, which we're going to do one this year. But we've dedicated, after what we did 16 days in December, that once a month we would do a 7 to 8 or 7 to 10 day fast. And so we did January and February, super awesome. And then we were going to start March yesterday, Saturday, and we did. And then we broke it today because we realized, oh, bad timing, mom and dad. The kids are at home. Let's not do that. So we'll pick it back up either the end of the week or next weekend, but we will definitely keep you updated. So tonight on episode 314, thank you for coming. We're going to talk about Saturn and Pisces, which is what's happening now, right? But we're talking about in the natal birth chart, and I'll give some insights and tips. Anybody going through the Mercury retrograde, you heard me in the rhyme. If you did, Albert Einstein has this, Mike Tyson, Karis One, I know Kendall Jenner, Justin Bieber. So anybody that's around 28, 29, 30 right now could be going through the Saturn return, or 57, 58-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an interesting energy because before this last 2.5 years, right, we dealt with 6 years of Saturn and its home signs of Capricorn and Aquarius. Then we're also going to talk about Saturn, Kronos' father, Uranus, right? Uranus, right? William and Caroline Herschel, right? In the 1700s. So Uranus and Pisces, that was around the roaring 20s, right before or right around the Depression. But Uranus and Pisces in recent times, right? It's the 14 to 21-year-olds. So you'll see in the videos down below in the description, I put my Saturn and Pisces and Uranus and Pisces videos. Go check those out for me. I always, just whatever the topic is, I always link the videos in the description, so you guys can always watch them and stuff. And I'm telling you, like, I've got some videos that are so popular, but my sun sign, moon, Mercury, Venus, all my planets through, let's say, Saturn, Uranus, maybe even Neptune, Pluto, but those are pretty big. They don't have that many views. They're only like in a 2, 3, 400s comparatively to other my videos where they're like in the thousands, right? If you look on YouTube, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, like my Black Moon Lilith or Pluto in the first house, I may be literally like the #1 astrologer in the whole world, all up in the world, in terms of, which is, it's very humbling. I'm very honored and proud, but I just think I did a good job with those. But I did a good job with all the videos. It's just that the other ones, there's so many people out there. Everybody's got a Venus, Aries video. Everybody's got a Mercury, Pisces video, Saturn, Pisces. So there's so much noise that people don't, but that's where I ask you guys, go explore my channel, the playlist, and watch. But when you watch, give a brother a little like and a comment, because it is greatly appreciated. How are you guys feeling? Let's get back to the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Does anybody in here, or do you have children with Uranus in Pisces or Saturn Pisces kids, or do you yourself have Saturn in Pisces? So go ahead, Ty.
Alex said your podcast interview was awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Said,
what up, C?
You did an amazing job.
Oh, thank
and then
you.
Danny Figueroa said Mexican food is the bomb.
Oh, Mexican food. I mean, you know, like I'm a New Yorker, so I'm used to like, you know, more Puerto Rican, Dominican food. But, you know, being out in AZ now, my wife, she grew up in Cali. She loves Mexican food. I'm like, but now I'm starting to like it more. And just so you know, I'm rocking this tonight because I'm representing Uranus, right? Little different, little weird, little bizarre, little Uranus Pisces, you know.
I thought I was about to sit down next
To a thug.
To a thug.
To a gangster.
I thought you were gonna try and break in and rob my house.
Yo.
But then I realized you lived here.
Yo, break yourself, fool.
Dang.
Break yourself, fool.
Wait. Maybe you need to have some of this mushroom elixir.
You trying to bring me some healthy drink, shorty?
Because mushroom elixir is gonna calm you down a bit.
What you think I need something healthy for?
Calm it.
I'm a gangster.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
She likes that. So, okay. Yeah, and I may not keep the hat on the whole show, but Tay did a good job. He got some compliments. People said they liked his podcast.
Thank you.
I told them about our Mexican food. What do I put this in?
So, it was my birthday. It was my birthday a couple weeks ago, or
February 26th.
February 26th, and somebody gave me, one of my girlfriends gave me this elixir. It's Ananda. Let's see if I can. It's so hard sometimes with the lights and stuff for you guys to see, but it's Ananda, and this is a super mushroom elixir, and it makes soda. It makes soda water. So I've got my Pellegrino here into a cream soda, but it's made with all of the.
And she got ice cream for the boys.
I
She just went to the store.
Ice cream for the boys.
And healthy stuff for us. I told them about our fast and the Mexican food, and we may restart it this weekend or the end of the week.
I wanted to do it.
We made a miscalculation.
Try and get down to like one meal a day for a while, just because I think I was eating too much food. You know what I mean? Like, I think our bodies need more time to digest.
I told them you were naughty, and I was better than you. I'm sorry. I told them.
What'd you tell them?
I told them that you were just naughty.
What kind of naughty?
During the fast.
You're not supposed. Yeah. You know what? It was really hard.
And I told him that I was a very good boy.
Since we've been doing this fast, on the off times, I still haven't been eating that much bread. I kind of not a big bread. I was a big bread person, but I stopped it a while back.
She likes potato chips.
Oh my God! Yes, you know what? You dangle a bag of peppercini.
I've never seen no
peppercini kettle potato chips. Like, I love it. The spicy ones, the jalapeno ones. I love my wife. I'm a fool for some chips.
She is funny.
Okay, I'm a fool for some chips. But you know what? I come by that naturally because Alan Williams, which was my father, he was a fool for some chips too. Let me tell you.
And he drank black coffee and no water.
My dad prided himself on the fact that he drank black coffee. He goes, I don't drink no water. I drink black coffee.
I get my water in the coffee.
That's it.
I had the water in the coffee.
I was like, Dad, you can't. It's not good for your health. You're gonna make yourself sick. Don't do it. My dad did die of stomach cancer. Yeah. So what can you do?
God rest his soul. Yeah. But tonight, Saturn and Uranus in Pisces is going to be kind of fun. But let me know if any of you guys have it. Anybody new here, please share your big three.
So let's see. Have we gone through everything? Did we say hello to my man, C?
We said hello to C. And then from there, we did the first couple people. Let and Danny and stuff.
Yes, hi Mama Miss and Danny and Kim Kalia and
we didn't say hi to Kim. Hey Kim.
Unique.
We said hello to Alette
How
Unique.
are you?
And they gave Tay compliments. We read the compliments.
Thank you. So I think we've got everybody. I'd rather snack on fried chicken.
Ooh.
Okay, Mom. No, I don't partake in the chicken anymore.
We stopped eating chicken. But listen, that's not good for you, Mama Miss. You were talking about the stomach stuff. Fried food is the worst, you guys. Please.
But I will tell you, when I used to make, when I used to partake in the fried chicken,
she used to put a hurt.
Okay, so when you are going to do the fried chicken, you let it marinate for at least 24 hours in the buttermilk. with the cayenne pepper
Oh my God.
and the Celtic salt and put
Okay,
your
stop talking
seasonings
about
and
it.
everything in
She used to
there.
make the
And
best
then
fried
you
chicken.
batter it,
y'all.
and then you double batter it,
Oh, God.
and then you fry it.
Oh,
And see,
God.
oh my gosh! And I would get the big wings, like the wings that had like all the meat on it.
They don't have them
play
out
with
here in
those little
Arizona.
Tiny ones in New York, I could
New York,
find
we
them.
get the
I
big
couldn't
wings.
find them here in Arizona, which was upsetting.
Yeah.
But
we haven't had chicken in how many years?
I cooked it all.
When was the last time? We haven't eaten chicken in years.
Well, because I started reading about the chickens and all the hormones and all the tumor on top of tumor.
Chicken is not good for you guys.
Meat.
Chicken, fish, and pork, no good. And I love fish. I had fish tacos today, but I'm cutting back and down on the fish.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Okay. You see, he's always wants everything. I have only poured. You guys just heard me or saw me pour one thing? See, this is his problem. He wants to take everything right away. Just take me.
I just want to sip because I'm about to get into Saturn and Pisces.
Oh my God, you can get into
You see how she talks? You see how she talks about me?
Saturn and Pisces.
You see how she talks about me?
So we've got our 2 cups of sparkling water. And now we're going to put our elixir, and I think it's like 1 or 2 squirts.
Okay, well, let me start doing my Saturn Pisces while you're doing that. Okay.
Now I'm Mississippi Minnie, and I'm the fried chicken queen.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. What is Mississippi Minnie? What is that? Is that like some kind of food?
No, Mississippi Minnie is probably just some slang or just a name she's going with.
Hello, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. And Kim and all you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, you guys, listen. Couple things.
Okay.
You need to come to Coffee Talk next Saturday.
So we have the mushroom elixir. I'm just letting them know what I'm doing in the background.
Okay.
Ooh, it's real thick. I think we might have to do 2. I think this is a big cup.
Okay. So this Saturday, March 15th, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours, $22. Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric. I'm going to be discussing the Virgo lunar eclipse and Mercury retrograde. So you really want to come because this energy is going to affect everybody, even though they are happening early on the 14th and early on the 15th on the Eastern, 2:55 a.m.
Maybe could have gotten away with 1 square.
And 2:46.
Go on, taste it.
I'm not going to reply to that comment.
That's the cream soda.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
It tastes just like cream soda, right?
It really does, but a healthier version.
Mix, my girlfriend, it's the Ananda, ANANDA elixirs, and it's functional mushrooms. You
guys should try it.
Oh my God, the writing is so small. I need to get my glasses.
That's okay, but it's very good.
I'll tell you what the mushrooms are.
So please sign up for Coffee Talk. Email me directly, eric@BigEAstrology.com. Even if you can't make it live, like my great friend Marae in Australia, she's paying. She won't make it live, but she'll receive the recording. Some people are already booking it. You want to understand this energy because the moon, for Mercury retrograde, the moon will be in Libra, right? Opposing Mercury retrograde in Aries and Venus retrograde. Mercury retrograde goes from March 14th until April 7th. The Virgo lunar eclipse, eclipses, you guys, are karmic fated energy. You're going to see a lot of stuff in the news this week. A lot of things can happen with leaders, with kings, with presidents, a lot of stuff on the health access. Watch, things with Fauci and RFK Jr. I'm telling you, this Virgo lunar eclipse, March Madness is on and popping. You thought January, February wild? March it's already been hot, but it's getting hotter in here. And that energy could play out to the Virgo new moon. So eric@BigEAstrology.com, 2 hours, $22. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, hit me up. Also, Pisces birth chart sale still rocking on March 19th. Pisces, where you at? Sun, Moon, Rising, 165, 246. Hammer put you in the mix. But you got to come back this week, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about March Madness and all this energy, including the Aries partial solar eclipse. We're going to talk a little bit about Uranus going into Gemini with another intuitive astrologer. And this woman, she's so cool and brilliant, Lisa Salvatore. You don't want to miss this. Lisa and I, 2 New Yorkers, I think she lives down south now, but we're going to break down the astrology of March really talk about, big events for the rest of the year, but really how to handle and maneuver through all this energy in March, because it's going to be a lot. And that's this Tuesday, March 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then this Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern in the afternoon. Like, remember I was here during the afternoon last Thursday? Well, this time I'm coming with a guest. This woman is amazing. Okay. And she sent me a beautiful candle. Her name is Stephanie Mason. She works in the quantum field. She's a hypnotherapist. She works with your higher self. She's an energy healer. I mean, she is no joke. Okay. Quantum energy, quantum mechanics, all this stuff. Stephanie Mason, this Thursday, March 13th, 2 p.m. Eastern. All right. For episode 316, 315 will be Tuesday. Saturn and Pisces. And then we'll get to your comments real quick. So Saturn is at home in Capricorn and Aquarius. Its planetary joy is the 12th house, which is not the same, but it's associated with Pisces. So when Saturn is in Pisces, you guys, it's really asking us as a collective to have spiritual discipline. To what is Pisces? Pisces is nebulous, right? Has no boundaries. Well, Saturn in Pisces is like, hey, Pisces, fishy, stop swimming around being all woohoo spiritual, and let's get some healthy boundaries, okay? So that is, sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off, but Saturn in Pisces says, hey, you need spiritual discipline 30 minutes to an hour a day. You need healthy boundaries, no energy vampires, no haters, no people talking smack about you. You're not talking about smack about yourself. And compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy. And to be organized and disciplined in the spiritual realm, right? With your imagination, with your creativity, right? And this is why you see this with Justin Bieber and Kendall Jenner and Karis One. And these people can really be, I mean, think of Karis One, right? Danny, he's got like 25, 26 albums. That is being spiritually disciplined in the creative world with your imagination. KRS, baby. You know what I'm saying? My favorite MC. And I'm going to manifest this. Can you guys help me? 3 gentlemen I'm going to get on the podcast. Kyrie Irving. He just tore his Achilles, but we're going to work on Kyrie. Aaron Rodgers, if you know with him, and KRS One. All right. Those are the 3 gentlemen, 25 or 26. I'm shooting for the moon. I love to interview them, and because they're all open and really into not just astrology, but spirituality and some of the secrets of the world. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so real quick, just hitting back on this elixir that we put in here to make this soda. It actually tastes really good, Ananda, and it has a mixture
It's really nice
of turkey tail, oh my gosh, turkey tail, lion's mane, cordyceps, and reishi mushrooms.
Oh, that's good.
Here. So
really? All that?
I don't, it's sweeter than what I would like, but it
is a little sweet.
I read all it's an extraction of those mushrooms with stevia. So anyways, just something to look at. Anyways, Mama Miss said that was from the movie Help. Kim has 6 placements of Virgo in my 11th house. I better do the coffee talk. Moon is in Virgo.
Yeah, and you should come, Kim. And plus you'll meet some cool people, and it's going to be very informative and beneficial.
And Maddie says she's hoping she can catch it. Your prediction was that on about people being careful and driving, because that next day Angie's son was gone crazy. Angie Stone was
Angie
gone
Stone,
crazy.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And
wow.
I didn't even. Yeah, I did.
I didn't think about that. You did say that, and that. Wow. Okay.
Thank you for reminding. See, I forget sometimes what I say on the astro weathers and the predictions. Thank you. I sensed it too intuitively. I was just like, you guys, please. And I did say that. Wow. I got to go back and watch that.
Yeah, no. See, and that's the thing is it's like when you can align with this energy, you can make changes and tweaks in your life to guide you. So he's the astrology expert. I really am not very good at it, but he tells me what I need to do and it helps me. Stephen Lascala's here.
Stevie Wazies. Hopefully you come to Coffee Talk, my brother. How you doing?
He says he's going to try and make it.
All right. And wait, listen, even if you can't make it live, this one's worth the recording, you guys. You will get both the charts. You'll get the record, and then afterwards, I probably will release it. Maybe I'll see to the public. But This is really powerful energy because remember, this Mercury retrograde is in Aries, but it's going back to Pisces. And at the same time, Venus is retrograde. And they're both going to meet up and dance in Pisces with Neptune, the North Node, and Saturn.
I know I can't be giving you this sparkly water. It's making you have to burp a little bit. I'm sorry, everybody.
It's okay, Lucy. I like it.
C said, I can honestly see Kyrie Irving agree to it.
I know, right? See, that's what I'm thinking, man. I just got to get in touch. I'm working on it.
And retrograde is about to start, and we are already losing incredible music legends. Yes.
Have you noticed it?
Roy Ayers, Roberta
Flack. The guy from Tony.
Yes, Wiggins. He just
Dwayne
died.
Wiggins. And Angie Stone.
Yes.
That's 4.
I mean,
and Irv Gotti before that, so that's 5 of R&B hip hop.
Dwayne Wiggins, we know, have been he had I don't know,
leukemia or cancer.
It was leukemia is a type of cancer, blood cancer, but he had cancer, and I want to say it might have been like stomach or something. It wasn't. I don't know that it was colon. Anyways, yes. So we kind of knew that he had been very ill, but they all passed within like a 2-week period. I wasn't. Irv Gotti was earlier.
Yeah, but it was just within 2 weeks. Irv Gotti. It was only 2 weeks ago.
Was it that soon?
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
But still.
Evelyn is here.
Hey, Ev. Jinx, buy me a coat.
There we go. Kim says, a person has a Virgo moon and lots of Virgo in the chart, we will be more affected.
Yeah, well, I will tell you this, right? You know, I'm like you, Kim. I got the Virgo stellium, and the moon is at 23 degrees and I think like 51 minutes. It's conjunct the Virgo South Node. So, and it's trining Uranus and Taurus. So this is really bringing some karmic fated energy about our physical reality. What do we need to sever? What do we need to release and say goodbye to? Right. And some of that is how we speak to ourselves, being overly critical of others, self-critical, nitpicky, and the perfectionism. And at this time, what's really powerful about this Virgo lunar eclipse, right? It's also going to be opposing Saturn. So this is speaking to not only our spiritual discipline and trusting our intuition, but our discipline about our health. Okay. So that I may even start back on the fast on the eclipse on the 15th. But on the 14th, like right in that area, because this is super important, you guys. We have got to respect eclipses and listen, don't follow the crowds. All them people that like to go out there and visualize and see eclipses. No, you're not supposed to do that. Don't you do that. Don't follow them fools. Don't play with eclipse energy. It is no joke. I mean, you can see, you do research and studies like eclipses. That's when we may get the announcement that King Charles has passed away or the Pope. Eclipses are no joke. Remember, you heard it from me because I'm telling you, something's going to go down. Okay.
So Dwayne Wiggins was bladder cancer.
Yes, bladder.
Kim let us know that.
Thank you.
And then C mentioned.
I love Tony though. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a sad one.
That's my group.
All of them. I mean, my God.
No, actually, Roberta Flack.
And Angie was a shock to me. I just.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, C mentioned that Jasper from the Isley Brothers, he wrote "Insatiable Woman," that he passed away as well.
What?
So,
I didn't know that.
It's happening so fast; it's hard to keep up.
That's 6.
So C asks, will this affect anyone with Virgo in their chart for Western or Vedic?
Well, I would definitely say Western. In the Vedic, they would probably call it the Leo moon. But yeah, I mean, it's going to affect all the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Pisces. The trine to Uranus and Taurus, there's going to be kind of like these downloads of things that we can manifest through our words. Taurus, the throat chakra, get your blue crystals, lapis lazuli, about increasing our self-worth and our values and learning how to be more grounded and practical and pragmatic about our finances, because something's coming. Whether it's the stock market crashing, you see what's going on, Elon's losing billions of dollars, all this stuff with the government, and be wary, because if they do wind up handing out $5,000 or $10,000 a person, after that, there's going to wind up being something in the financial industry or the stock market. The whole system could crumble. So this is a really tenuous time. Excuse me, because literally anything could happen. Because the trine to Uranus, it will happen for your greatest good. But Uranus is unexpected events. Taurus is the food, the fruits, the veggies, the earth, our throat chakra, our values, our money, the stock market, Taurus the bull. So mira, escuchen. You really want to, you want to come to Coffee Talk because you want to see how this energy is going to work, and expect the unexpected, please. Don't be surprised. Be prepared for anything happening.
But I think the main thing is to keep in mind that,
and faith over fear always.
You have to almost be like, that's them, this is me, and separate yourself from it, because there's certain things, like we can get so emotional and we can get so worked up, but the reality is we have no power over this. Like all these people out and going crazy over what Trump's doing and Elon and all this stuff. The reality is, I don't care who gets in the streets and does all this stuff. They're not affecting anything except for their own energy.
Well, that's why I like the People's Union. You want to protest, do it with your dollars. That's what affects them.
Exactly.
Going rioting and protesting in the streets, and in DC, they're going to take down the mural for Black Lives Matter. Who cares? That don't mean nothing. What's that mural do for somebody's life? Especially if you're really Black or you just supporting Black people. It don't do nothing.
But all of it is done to get people's minds off of what's important, to get their energy all crazy and up. If you believe in energy harvesting and you understand that they use that energy for stuff, you have to also understand that the moment I give into that,
emotionally,
I'm feeding it, and I'm doing the exact opposite of what I want to do. But let's Maddie just said that all of these wonderful artists that we've lost will rest in paradise, and luckily we have their music.
Definitely.
And I think that's what we need to all focus on is, what are we leaving behind? Like,
what is our own legacy?
Tomorrow,
what's our legacy?
What are we leaving behind, or what will people think of when they think of us? What kind of things will we be pouring into, if it's your children, if it's your family members, if it's the person down the block, whatever you do, what are you going to leave behind that's going to better the world? Because if we can all kind of comment things in that way, we're better off. Let's see. Kim said, how do you both combat the shakes when fasting? If I get too hungry, I get very shaky, maybe low blood sugar. Okay.
Well, I'm going to say this. Number one, with this fast, I find that with the maple syrup and the cayenne pepper, lemon juice, and water, that I never get the shakes. There's times when I do feel hungry, but what I find is that I just
drink water. I
drink more water, and then I'm fine. You know what I mean? And also, you have to understand, we are electric magnetic beings. Go get some sunlight. Right? We should sun gaze, sunrise, sunset, but the heart of the sun from like 12 to 2 or 3, get out there, get some rays on you. Before the show tonight, right? I went outside and just sat for a few minutes. I was meditating by my tree, and then I got some vitamin D with the sun rays, took off the shades, and so that's really important too. So that will help you, believe me.
When you start your detoxing, what I find too is, if you were a coffee drinker, I had been a coffee drinker. My mom got me a coffee maker when I was 15. I literally drank it.
You got to stop the coffee.
My whole life, every single day until in the last couple of years.
Yeah, we just stopped.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's a long time. So when I would go on these detoxes, I would have 24 to 36 hours of a headache. That was the caffeine coming out of my body. you will have different things coming out of your body in that first 24 to 48 hours. And you might feel a little cloudy. You might feel a bit of a headache on these different things. Just drink more water, do that. But know that that's your toxins coming out. I've never had the shakes, and I think it is because of the...
What if this was my beard?
Anyways, I've never had the shakes, and so, and I think it's the maple syrup, and I can't even pay it any mind. I don't even know, like what I don't even know. Anyway, so silly. Guess who is here?
Who's here?
Kimberly McCullum. You don't even know that name, do you?
Kimberly McCullum?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You don't even know it.
I know.
Do you know who she says she was?
No.
She says she's Irene Mack.
Shut up.
Irene. Come on, Irene. Oh, I swear it's the truth.
We missed you.
It's so nice to see you. Oh,
oh my God.
On,
Hi, Irene.
Irene is back. Irene used to come to all our things, and then she kind of dropped off. I hope you have been okay, my friend.
We miss you.
And we haven't seen her in forever. And it's very nice
and
to
I'm
see
still
you.
waiting to meet you in person for you to come to Coffee Talk, my friend. And this would be a good one for you to come to March 15th, 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, 2 hours, $22. Oh, yeah, Irene, you know, much love and respect, my friend. But let me finish up with Saturn and Pisces. If you're going through the return right now, and just in general, if you have this natally, right? It's not just about the spiritual discipline, the healthy boundaries, compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy. You've also have to be willing to kind of leave the ethers and come down to the opposition of the Virgo. And Saturn is the container. It's discipline, it's structure, it's our bones, our lineage, right? And so one thing I would recommend, excuse me, definitely Saturn and Pisces, you got to take care of your feet, right? So foot massage, soak your feet, tub, lotion on the feet. We're walking around with no dry, ashy feet. Put lotion on your feet. I got nice feet.
He has beautiful feet.
Yeah, beautiful feet. And but it's important, like you got to take care of them. Okay. And so that's really important with Saturn and Pisces, because wherever you have Saturn, it connects to the body part in the sign, and you can have dry and issues with your bones and toes and your feet, literally. So please nurture, take care of them. Ladies, take off the heels and put on, you know, the flip-flops, tennis shoes, sneakers, whatever you got to do, but take care of that. Also with Saturn, it is fear, stress, anxiety, limitations. Saturn in Pisces has got to be very disciplined to avoid the escapism with the alcohol, the drugs, things like that, right? Justin Bieber, different people, you know, they got to watch that. You know, you have to be kind of understanding that escapism is not the way to deal with your issues. You've got to kind of go within and ground down. So that's one thing that Saturn is really speaking to eliminate the fear, stress, and anxieties. Saturn will delay things. Now, in Pisces, it may not delay the creativity, but it can delay your spiritual connections. But then these people can become spiritual gurus and healers. Powerful, right? Think about Karis One, right? You know, Danny, right? He had that album, Spiritually Minded. That's Saturn Pisces right there. You know, Mike Tyson went from I'm impetuous, I'll eat your children, to, you know, being a little bit more spiritual. And now he's like this sage man with wisdom. Pisces has the wisdom. Pisces, don't get it twisted, holds the energy of all 12 signs, right? I mean, you know, I live with like a living guru. Sometimes she'll say stuff and I was like, oh, wow, okay, yeah. Like she's just crazy wise, you know what I mean? And she can sense things and feel. I mean, we're actually both pretty spiritual, I got to say, because I can see the future. I can predict things even before the astrology. I'm very intuitive and I can predict things. That's the Virgo energy. But the Pisces, like she just, like you could not say something, but she could read you like crazy. She, like, that's why I don't do nothing bad, because well, we don't lie to each other, but I don't lie to her because it's like she would know anyway. You know what I mean? So, you just got to be mindful with that.
What I have noticed for me is that I can tell things that people don't even want to talk about. And so a lot of times they'll say, no, that's not me. But maybe it's them in the future, or maybe it's the stuff that they don't think anybody does know, but I can pick up on it. And I don't let them walk away from it. I'm kind of a bully in that sense.
She holds you to the fire.
Nah.
She holds you to the fire, Jack. Okay.
I will.
So we'll go to Uranus and Pisces in a minute, but let's get to the chart.
Alette Unique's understanding says, so no investing in the stock market during this time?
Well, that's a great question. And you've already been investing, then you continue on with it. If you've never done it, when Venus is retrograde, it's surely not the time. And what I would say is not just Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Virgo lunar eclipse, and then freaking Aries partial solar eclipse closing up the chapter from the last year and 18 months. So this is where what I've been saying about becoming a leader and president in your own life, you're going to see that manifest, because March 29th, Aries partial solar eclipse. March 30th, Neptune dances into Aries for a few months. A little sneak preview of February 2026. And that's going to be to 2038. So good golly, Miss Molly, it's about to be on and popping. So what I would say is, and I'm talking to you, but I'm really talking to me, because I've been looking at it a little bit, but I haven't jumped in. Un poquito crypto, but even more un poquito, get some gold and silver. That's what I want to look at. Okay.
And actually, they're saying that silver is starting to become the thing that people are wanting to invest in.
Yeah, because gold is getting like way overpriced. And that's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but they've had a ton of gold brought back into the country once Trump came in. There's other reasons behind that. But, so just see what's really at play, you guys. Hope I don't get too controversial and get in trouble. But what's at play is Trump is trying to break down this government. And remember, there's controlled opposition. So don't think Democrat, Republican, they're all on the same team. But what you got to think is the powers that be, why do they want to kind of bring down our economy in America? It's because, right, to bring in more control through the digital currency run through the government, right, the Fed now and all that, then we become almost like digitally enslaved. They know every purchase we do. You can't just give $20 to your mama or $10 to the homeless guy on the street or tip your barber $5. You have to do it all through the digital mechanism. And then that's where they can have more power and control. They can be like, no, Mama Miss, you can't get no fried chicken and no Pepsi Cola, right? You already had too much for the month of March, right? No, Danny, you can't get no more Mexican food. Right?
He loves coffee, he said.
And they'll be like, Danny, no more coffee, right? This is where you guys got to really understand. We are in, remember I told you World War III has already been happening? It's spiritual. Please get this. We are in spiritual warfare and been in it for a long, long time. And what I was getting at is why they took out JFK, Gaddafi, Saddam, because these are people that did not go with the banking system of the Rothschilds. And JFK was trying to get us off of the Federal Reserve. He actually did. And as soon as he died, Lyndon Johnson, his first executive order was to sign us back on, right? So if Trump, and you've heard him talking about Powell and all this stuff, and he tries to mess with the Federal Reserve, okay, no bueno. You can't get away with that. That's going to be checkmate. So there's a lot in play here. So we got to see how people move. Everything is chess. Stop thinking like checkers. Everything is chess. Everything you think you know about this country, this reality, this and that, is democracy. It's not a democracy. It's a republic, but it's been hijacked, right? So you got to really, 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 really get that what's happening here, we see it in the cosmos. Right? Mars has been trining Saturn. It's pulling away now. But that was literally what Elon was doing, right? Cutting the government. That was Mars trining Saturn. Investigating the government. Now they're going to get to the Pentagon. Then they're going to get to wait to Tulsi Gabbard and RFK get going. Now, RFK, I'm excited about because maybe there'll be some positive things, but who knows? You can promise that you're going to get rid of chemtrails and get rid of, glyphosate and these sprays and get rid of fluoride in the water. But you think that's really going to happen? You think they want us to be healthier citizens? I don't think so, Lucy. I wish, but I don't think so, Lucy. Okay? So just understand, open up this third eye. Really, please. The more you pray and meditate, get on your knees in the prayer closet, humble yourselves. Do not be arrogant. These are the times where you got to be like, I am the eternal student. I want to get information and stuff from anywhere, anyhow. Some of it is good, some of it's bad, but what you got to do is keep an open mind. You've got to realize that you've been lied to since you came in this earth and you were born. And once you're willing to admit and accept that, then you can start unlearning and reprogramming the subconscious mind and really start to see what the media, the television, all these lies, the government, right? There's no way Harris could have won. She's not in the bloodline. You understand? And I'm not saying Trump is good. I'm a New Yorker. He's a clown. But that's not the point. It's not about politics. You already know that this country's fugazi because we only have two choices. And election day is on a Tuesday in November with terrible weather one day. Gosh, even in third world countries, people could vote on a Saturday or more than 2 days. Just use your head. There are no accidents. Everything is controlled and manipulated. And so once you start to see from a different lens and different perspective, you're like, oh, snap. This is why they did that. Oh, that's what they did that. This is that. Who's connected with that? Oh, snap, right? I was explaining to my 15-year-old today, Uranus, Pisces, how BlackRock owns, and I think they just purchased the Panama Canal. That's crazy. What? I think BlackRock owns more than 15% of every major corporation and company in our country. Does that make sense? And probably way, I'm being kind, right? Way more than 15%, along with Vanguard and State Street. So just listen, sometimes all you got to do is do a little bit of, you don't have to go down full rabbit holes, but you could just do a little bit of research for 10, 15 minutes and you'd be like, oh, snap. Okay. So the key thing is for you to become the president and leader of your own lives. Don't worry about what they're doing. Focus on your spiritual discipline, because at the same time, what's at play is our spiritual ancestors from either down below or up above. They're here and they're coming. They're coming in hot. And that's the battle. The good versus the evil. Spiritual warfare. So that's why they're acting as crazy as they've been acting the last 2020, 2018, 2012 till now, because they know their time is up and they've already lost.
So Trump is working with BlackRock to buy
the Panama Canal. Okay, see?
There you go.
Okay. And then look at the chess moves that are happening, right? Hungary, Italy, and Poland are now like, yo, we got the back of Russia and America with this whole Ukraine thing. What's that about? You have to really learn and understand. None of y'all knew nothing about Ukraine before, like, a couple of years ago. Don't front like you did, right? But they've been also warring since 2014. And this guy, the president, he's a comedian and an actor. He was on reality shows. It's not what you think it is. Okay. So that's all. But we're going to get to Uranus and Pisces. Give me some comments and stuff.
Let's see. So Kim is talking about her mantra is all will work out for my highest and benevolent good.
Thank you. That's what we got to say and focus on. It's very simple.
To say, God, protect and cover and hide me from anyone who does not have my highest and best interest.
Amen.
Just do that.
I love that, day. Kim, and thank you for sharing that.
Just watch who will fall out of your life. Let's see now.
Always, you heard Jackson Taylor on his podcast. He said, always put God first and you make sure you're number 2. That's for my little baby. And he's right? We got to put God first.
So Kimberly said that Irene, who is her middle name, and that's why she's just switching it up for the minute. And then Kim Kalia, she said that because she's out in the sun so
we're
much,
just glad you're
walking
here,
the dogs,
Irene.
that she drinking water makes her hungry. I don't. Yeah, let's see. Is Coffee Talk done on Zoom?
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
On Zoom. Zoom. Let's go back to my room. Yeah, Zoom. It's really dope. And people come, Danny and Evelyn will tell you, people come from up all over the world. And it's a lot of fun. We get to talk a little differently than we can here, but we get to talk about the truth and astrology and share insights and knowledge. And people connect and make friends. It's fun.
So I Samuel said that we're her favorite astrological couple. Thank you, I Samuel.
Thank you, I Samuel.
Irene Mack said that Saturn conjunct the Sun, sonotic cycle.
Sonotic.
See, he's a real astrologer.
So
sonotic.
what is Evelyn said what?
This is Irene.
Irene said what?
She said Saturn conjunct the Sun.
Yeah. And guess what? Monday we start the final decan. And then the conjunction is going to be really, I forgot when it's exact. It's coming this week. But the sun is going to be at 20 degrees, I believe, on Monday, mañana. And I'll be doing the astro weather, so don't miss that for the week, right? And when Sun is conjunct Saturn, let me just say, the news is going to be bonkers this week. I haven't seen or heard any reports about the Chinese stock market, that comes out on Sunday, in terms of what's going on. But I'm telling you, you're going to hear and see some stuff and fluff and puff. It's going to be wild. Get ready. Because Sun conjunct Saturn, there is going to be an illumination of the government. This is where you're going to see, remember the Pentagon, September 10th, 2001, admitted to losing $3 trillion or $10 trillion or something. And then 9/11 happens the next day. Then a few years back, they said they lost another $3 trillion. How's the Pentagon just losing all this money? Does that make even 1 ounce of sense to you? Okay, you can see the videos of people going into the towers at night with trucks, either bringing something in or taking something out, or both, starting in late to mid-August, leading up to September something, before it stopped, before 9/11. So just, I can only say so much. But if you come to Coffee Talk, we're going to talk about it all. Because this Virgo lunar eclipse and Mercury retrograde is going to be wild. And Lisa and I are going to talk about it Tuesday night. All right? It's going to be dope. But I'll see you guys Saturday for Coffee Talk. Please come. You're going to have fun. It's going to be good. And I hope I get to meet you, Kimberly, Irene. That'd be dope. And Kim, that would be, obviously Kim already met you. You're amazing. But it'd be great for you to come to Coffee Talk. See, what's up? Got to meet you, brother. Danny, Evelyn, you guys are always welcome and missed when you're not there. But, this is Mama Miss. You should come to Coffee Talk. You've never been. It's a good time. It's a good time. Sometimes we have some people from Poland, Amsterdam. We had somebody from Africa once. I think they were from Nigeria. We have people come from all over. It's cool. But we got Ohio. We got Jersey. We got Florida, North Carolina, New York. We got Cali. We got everybody. Okay. Now let's get to these young people. Uranus in Pisces. My Will Truth, my Gemini has this, the 15-year-old. This is the 14 to 21-year-olds, right? So this was 2011 to, 2004 to 2011. So if you're born in that period, you're between 14 and 21 years old. If you guys have kids or grandkids at that age, these people. Now, give you an example. One time before I went to go shoot my first Neptune video, and I did Neptune Aquarius and had a dream about it that night. It was a rainy day. I woke up and shot the video. Before I shot it, and I said it in the video, the truth, my Gemini said to me, "Hey, Dad, And he was so cute. He used to love to do this stuff. He was always into animals and like researching things. And he said, Dad, did you know there's only 2 white rhinos left in the world in Kenya, and they're trying to save and preserve them? And I was like, no, I don't even know anything about no white rhinos or, whatever. But that's very Uranus and Pisces. These people, what is Uranus? Uranus is the spiritual awakener. It's Saturn, Kronos' father. It connects the ancient Kemet, Osiris, the god of the sky. It's the central nervous system in the back of the neck. It's unexpected sudden events. It's sociology. It's weird, bizarre, innovative, futuristic, the rebel, the black sheep. Uranus is freedom and liberation, your soul breaking the social norms and fracturing the structures. So when it's in Pisces, it's a whole different level of creativity, imagination, and spirituality. These people are like, one thing that my wife and I both know, right? Our children are here to teach us, and we're here to guide them. And one thing that I think our 15-year-old teaches us, he is so forgiving and positive and optimistic to friends, to the world, to everybody. There's a depth that I think that we can be a little bit more jaded. But, in saying that, I know that no matter what I've dealt with prejudice and racism in my lifetime here, I know that in my last life, I could have been Irish, I could have been Japanese, I could have been Ukrainian, I could have been Dominican, you know what I mean? And so we have to kind of really try to tap into our souls and our higher selves, and not play in this 3D matrix and really get caught up in the name calling, the labeling, the oppression, the lies, the whatever, the control, right? The redlining, the racism, the slavery. It's hard not to, I'll just say, right? Because when you are Black in this country and we're really indigenous to this land and we're really Moors, but that's a whole nother conversation. But when you live this experience for 54 years, you're like, it's exhausting. People talk about postpartum depression and with this and that in the military. No, just being Black in America, you have postpartum. You know what I mean? I mean, you have, what's it called? Not postpartum. The
Oh God.
But with the military guys, post-traumatic stress, right? That's being Black in America every day of your life. Okay, whether you're in a Republican state or Democratic state, it ain't no difference. Because let me tell you, the bleeding heart liberals can be more prejudiced and racist than anybody else. Right?
Okay,
So, okay, no, but I'm just giving you a point. So that's what I love about these young people, 14 to 21. They don't care about the gender, the color, the this, the that. They are very open-minded spiritually. And Uranus and Pisces, this can connect you in the spiritual realm to some things that you can never even fathom. Your creativity, your imagination can be off the charts. Uranus and Pisces is super magical. And they also, the way that they perceive, it's like an international thing. You know what I mean? Their existence is global. They are the global citizen. And I see that, you know what I mean? And so it's really a refreshing generation. A lot of them are the Gen Zs, right? They're still the younger Gen Zs, but it's really, it's a powerful marker, Uranus and Pisces. But a lot of them also have Neptune and Aquarius. So that's a mutual reception because Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius, and then Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. So this generation, they have this. My son has Neptune, Aquarius, and Uranus and Pisces, and a lot of these young people do. That's mutual reception. So that's why I call them like literally like the spiritual astronaut, the spiritual scientist. Like they're a mixed bag, baby. And they're really, they're kind of magical, Film, they can be super innovative with like film. I think of like William, he was into Procreate and he would do these videos and he was like learning things at the Apple store. He's been, an actor. If you guys saw his podcast, he's done commercials, he did movies, he's done print modeling, he's done all this different stuff. And he's also got a Leo South Node. So he was a natural at it, but it's different. It's different. Like he's done some stuff that even I, as his father and a professional actor, I was blown away. Like what he did with the sickle cell commercial. She was there on set. She'll tell you, he was doing the green screen on the floor, pretending as if he was standing up and delivering a ton of lines. I don't know if I could have done that. Like it was hard. Like that's hard. Right. And it was a lot of verbiage.
Yeah, it was.
And it was hard verbiage, talking about hemoglobin and sickle cell and this and that and how it travels through I'm just like, whoa. He knocked it out the park.
Like Big Rob?
Like, whoa.
Whoa.
Like, whoa. So any questions on Saturn Pisces, Uranus Pisces, and any new people with the big three, anything?
Let's see.
Because we got all the regulars here, not any new people.
Renee at Peace.
Hey, Renee at
Peace.
Peace.
Sag Moon.
Sag Moon,
and she
like
wishes
wifey.
everybody
How you
peace.
doing?
And, just some back and forth. I'm getting my taxes done March 29th. Should I delay due to eclipse and Mercury retrograde or make sure the
question.
I's and T's are crossed?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. It's a little weird to do it on the eclipse day. Could you do it the 28th or the 30th? But the 30th, Neptune goes in Aries. I just, it's hard to say. Like, I don't want you to act, feel like bad things are going to happen on these days. It's just that eclipses are those are days, really. I'm just going to be honest. Those are days where I just like to chill and I like to do breath work and meditate and ground. I don't like being outside on eclipses. I really don't. I want no part of that energy. That's just me. In my heart of hearts, I would tell you, I'm sure you'll be fine. But if you could do it the 27th or 28th.
Is this more about the eclipse? Or
it's more about the eclipse. It's not the Mercury retrograde aspect. It's not, because everyone does taxes and they can happen, right? That's something that's already in the works because it's something that we already have to take care of, right? So we've already been thinking and doing that. Okay. But the eclipse adds another layer, and Neptune ingressing on the 30th into Aries, it's a whole nother layer. So yeah, I would just say if you could do 26, 27, 28, could be a little better. But you don't have to wait till April 7th when it ends, because you still got the shadow period. Mercury retrograde ends April 7th and Venus retrograde ends April 11th. I mean, if I wanted to be like an astrology snob, do your taxes on April 12th, everybody. But it's not necessary. I mean, you may feel better about it, but it's not necessary. Okay.
Samuel said that.
Samuel, I sent you the video. Did you get it? If not, I have to go through and check, because I clicked on it, but it wasn't popping up, and I just sent it, and I wasn't sure if you got it. So just let me know if you got the video, the Q&A, and if not, I'll find it and resend it.
What?
Because I think I put it in a folder.
It's been a while. She would have reached out, yeah?
No, she had reached out, and then I sent her something, and I didn't know if I clicked on the right video. Okay. I was having a lot of computer issues.
I don't know. For him, it seems like this retrograde.
The retrograde already started.
Even before. It's been crazy.
It already started for a brother.
Anyway,
but it's all good.
Her question, Samuel's question.
Yes, her question.
Her comment is very interesting. She said, "What? Which could be why?" And she's referring back to the digital currency stuff. Why the talk of getting rid of the IRS technically won't need them with digital currency?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? And that's why there is this attack of the IRS. I don't know how much longer the IRS is going to.
That's a really good point. See, here's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be around.
That comment,
and it's illegal in itself.
That comment brings up a lot of everything is interconnected, right? Nothing's happening by itself. Like, so many different things. There's reasons why when you dig a little deeper. There's the reasons that they tell us, and then there's the reasons why when you dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting.
Evelyn said Trump is not in the bloodline either.
I think he is, though. I really believe. I don't know, because if he wasn't, I don't think they would have allowed him.
I
have to double check that. I think he is.
Because he is all of the Ivy League stuff, and his family is up through there. Let's take a
I
a
think
little look.
you could be right, Evelyn. I'm not sure, but I think he is. Because I'm trying to think. There was something that he was connected to, but I know that, like, okay, there was one president that wasn't, and that goes back to the bloodline of old king in England, and then there's two that were not Freemasons, and they were both taken out, right? Lincoln and Kennedy. So, and the simpatico and all the connections between Lincoln and Kennedy, if you go down that rabbit hole, that's crazy. Just even both replaced by Johnsons, they both born and died the same years, but 100 years apart. Like just everything. Both the way they were assassinated, their secretaries. One was Kennedy, one was Lincoln. Right, Lincoln's secretary's last name was Kennedy.
We're talking about.
No, but the blood. But it's just fascinating. So yeah, you may be right. I'm not sure. I thought he was, though. I thought he was. One thing about Uranus, though, you guys, think about this. When you have Uranus in Pisces, you also can suddenly get some different spiritual gifts. You can suddenly get these sparks of imagination.
So I'm doing a quick search. It says that Trump is a direct descendant of Hakon the Fifth King of Norway. I don't know what that might mean, but
well, I would maybe search: is he related to the other presidents? Or?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Trying.
Yeah.
You guys just continue on.
So, another thing that I really love about, so I'll just say this about this month, you guys. Really just keep an open heart and open mind and do what Kim said, right? Like really just manifest positivity over your lives. Like really try to turn down and avoid the noise. Trump and Elon are fools. Don't worry about that. Like literally don't even mind it any business. Like, cause that energy and that stress and all this stuff, it's also why like they do the predictive programming with the Simpsons and these movies. It's almost like we actually need to stop watching it, because when we emotionally watch it, then it actually manifests into reality. These archons and reptilians, whatever, they can't create. They need our energy to create in this reality, right? So we've got to really think of it like that. So if we don't put our attention, right, like the People's Union, I love, right, March 7th to the 14th, right, we're not rocking with Amazon. Then they say, I guess Target's going to be next. But think about it. We don't need these big conglomerates, right? I'm from New York City, right? So I'm used to mom and pop stores. Growing up, I used to sometimes go to McDonald's and Burger King as a kid, but in the 70s, it was actually some not good food, but it was real food. And now it's been, hijacked. That's not anything. But what you got to realize is that the individual owner, that's who we need to support, right? We need to support the Sabale Pures. We need to support Evelyn Torres and her selling jewelry and crystals. We need to support Kim or Danny or Mama Miss, or we need to support one another. We don't need to go to Target and Walmart and Amazon. They don't need our money. They don't even respect us and care about our money. So our only effect is not to protest and riot in the streets. It is with our dollar and our intentions. So don't pay attention to CNN, Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC. Don't pay attention to all this stuff, right? That's your real power, is your intention, attention, and your dollar. Does that make sense? I mean, think about it. Really think about it. And so I love to support local business or mom and pop places. In New York, I used to go to my local pharmacist, right? Ivan's Pharmacy, right? I didn't want to go to Duane Reade and I didn't want to go to this
And
place.
he
And
was
Ivan,
so
you know, he was
wonderful.
a beautiful Haitian brother, a
Mm.
great guy, and it was his
You
daughter and
would walk
son
into
worked there.
he had the most beautiful drugstore, and it had like this nice little area of curated gifts. He was always playing jazz, and it
He's a
was
good
just
brother.
the
I miss him. Yeah,
best. I don't know where Danny and Evelyn are, but he was
they're in
on.
Queens,
Oh,
Queens
okay.
and Jersey. I think.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
Ivan
you
was a
weren't
man.
going to see Ivan
Yeah,
then, but I wondered about him over the
yeah.
years.
But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like I've always been about supporting local and the little man. I don't like, you know, I'm a real New York. I don't like these big, you know. I didn't like when they turned 42nd Street into Candyland or Harlem 125th into Candyland. I don't like that. You know, Starbucks and Fugazi's. Get out of here with that. Okay, let's get to the comments.
Let's see now. Let's see. We haven't had.
But also, how are you guys feeling? How are you feeling with all this energy? Because it's a lot. There's a lot going on. And so breath work, getting your crystals in the bathtub and manifesting is really good. Even if it's still cold, if you're on the East Coast, try spending some time in nature, grounding, earthing, touch a tree. Even you got to take your gloves off, just like, you know, hi tree here. And then, you know, run back inside. I respect the winter. I know it's cold, but really try your best to, you know, connect. Right. And Evelyn, tell them, you know, about the power of forest bathing and connecting and foresting, right? I was explaining to my son, I remember reading this article about a gentleman who had some sort of cancer. And I think he spent like 2 weeks just out in the sun and in the forest. And when he came out, like he was healed. Like there's a lot of power, right, from the forest, the trees, and nature and the sun. It's a lot of healing power that we really have forgotten about or we just are not aware, but we got to tap back into it. That's the real true medicine, and that's what's going to save us and help us, you guys.
Let's see. Jackie says she wants to come to Coffee Talk. So does Alex.
Oh yeah, Jackie, I got your email.
Unique
Just
Understanding.
just email me, Eric@BigEAstro.com. Send it $22. Yeah, I got it, Jack.
Mystic Cancer, we are glad that you were able to catch the live too. Good to see you here.
Hey, Mystic Cancer.
Have we done?
I think you've been here before,
I
but
think
I don't.
she's been here before. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
but maybe share your big three because
Jackie Washington, should we have our natal chart during Coffee Talk?
No, you don't need it. I just sent you the questionnaire and stuff. So if you want to, when you respond back to me, you can, you know, answer the questions and give me your birth chart information in case in the future you want to book a birth chart. But you don't need it. But it's actually good for you to have your chart because I'm talking about, and you'll see the charts, you'll be really focusing on the Aries energy of the Mercury retrograde with the Venus there. And then that it's opposing the Libra moon on that day. And then the Virgo lunar eclipse, you're looking at the Virgo Pisces. So the chart is one thing, but then you have to lay that on top of your chart. So wherever, like for me, my Virgo's the 11th house. So that's where the lunar eclipse is. For somebody else, it may be in the 5th or the 7th or the 9th. So yeah, so it's good to know your chart or, you know, bring it up or whatever, you know. So yeah.
Let's see. Gigi, the Empress.
Hey, Gigi,
hello,
the Empress.
It's so good to see you.
How you
She's
doing?
been here a couple times. You've done her big three,
yes.
but
Hey,
it is
Gigi.
very good to see you.
Welcome back.
I saw you. Sorry, I did not comment to you earlier. Let's see.
What's the Gigi? What's the Gigi stand for, Gigi?
Well, this no, GIGI.
Oh, it's GIGI. Is that okay?
So Mystic Cancer said that he isn't, meaning Trump is in the bloodline. I've been trying to
look,
so. Yeah. And you know, I'm not a major. I don't get so much into that type of stuff, so it's kind of hard.
I thought he was in the bloodline. Yeah.
But anyways, this question has been on my. This is Unique Understandings. This question has been on my mind for quite a while, and you don't have to go into much detail about it.
All right, well, answer,
if
girl.
you do. But have either of you heard of American state nationals? Okay.
I got a podcast guest coming up.
Yes,
for sovereignty.
Funny you should say yes.
Sovereignty,
we have heard,
nationalism.
And it's that whole national conversation and all that. It's very detailed. There's a lot of back and forth information. I reached out to somebody. Eric was able to get in contact with her last night. She will be on the podcast on the end of March.
Yeah.
So that is really exciting.
She's not going to come on live. We're going to record it and I'll edit it and she'll come on. And then she may come back on live in June or July. But don't miss it. Her name is Yesenia Rose.
It's a very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of back and forth
nuance,
on it. Yeah. The thing that I don't like is that I see a lot of people on social media who are charging thousands of dollars to help people or to give people some kind of printout that has a bunch of pages of all these different documents that they can
it's all about the legalese and standing on your square.
And like instructions on how to do it. And they're charging like $2,000 or more for it. But here's the thing on it. It's a fight. It's a fight. Mm-hmm. It's very technical. It takes a lot. I would not pay anybody money for a do-it-yourself kit. I do not recommend that unless these are people that you know very, very well and you know they're going to help you. I don't recommend doing that. You need to really know what you're doing. Yeah. Is it possible? I think it is.
Well, but Yesenia's going to explain how you can travel legally. She's going to explain the debt stuff and some other aspects of it. But yes, our Social Securities, we are basically enslaved and work once, our parents signed over our Social Securities and signed our names away. We belong to the state, just like when your kids are in school, right? They literally own your kids. Like, it's crazy. So there's a lot about it all, but
there's a lot of different things. And so there's a lot of stuff and it's a lot to unpack. And you have to understand that part of this will be destroying the structure that they have put in place. And obviously that structure, the people who put it in place want to protect it. So it's not easy. So you have to be very wise. We do have a friend. And if you remember our podcast with Sonia Perry, who had the scalar technology.
Oh, go watch that, you guys. I did that over
here in
was that like
Phoenix.
September or I did it?
Yeah, I've had to look back through it, but it's an amazing story. She has an amazing story about her husband who passed during COVID and all these different things.
But she's a sovereign business.
She has a sovereign business, which goes in line with this nationals question. Yeah. And so in order to go to her business, you have to buy a membership. So we had to pay like, I think $1 or $5 to be a member, and it's a lifetime membership. And then she can charge us stuff. Scalar technology, for anybody who doesn't know, this is an amazing healing technology.
Yeah,
I highly recommend it. We will be going
break,
back. We will be bringing the kids. It's amazing. Do look it up. She is part of a group that is connected with Jason Shunka, whatever, from the
Unified TV,
Unified TV
Healing,
and all of that. Amazing technology. Check her out because she has that and it's legally done. She is a legally functioning business, but she functions outside of the structures of normal business. And she said she did that first because in her estimation, a lot of this stuff is probably going to go away on its own, and she didn't want to invest money on things that she didn't think were going to be in place in another 3 to 5 years. Let's see.
I think every aspect of our reality is going to literally change during the Pluto Aquarius. The stem cells, science, technology, everything. Mm-hmm. And I saw some of this when I was in coma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not going to be the world that you think, these are going to be gone within 5 to 10 years. The cell phones. That's really my prediction. I really feel that.
We're going to have different. Yeah.
It's going to be a different thing.
So we have Self-Made SM. I believe you're new. Is she new?
Yeah. Hi, Self-Made. How are you?
I remember a news segment.
Eric Taylor.
I remember a news segment and it said that Trump was related to Obama.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. Yeah. So
I know Bush is related to Obama. They're related.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Self-Made, if you want to share your big 3.
Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome, Self-Made. Thank you. Please subscribe. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And do me a favor, once we get off in a little bit, come back and just give me a little comment. It does help the lives grow in the algorithm. And I really appreciate that, you guys. I love
Thank
love
you.
reading all your comments, and you guys are so kind. And I try to put out the love, and then I love to receive it back because I don't know. I'm just a very optimistic, positive person. I think the sun is going to shine tomorrow. I really do.
C said that John F. Kennedy and Donald Trump are the only known presidents who did not have ancestors who arrived during the colonial period. Very interesting. And yeah, and I don't know if that means that they...
Well, but that's different from...
You can still be in a bloodline and not do that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I know this.
I know I can't do it in a quick Google search, I don't care.
I know this. Prescott Bush and Fred Trump, the fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Very not.
They're
very not nice. Not nice.
They have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Jackie Washington said, "What's so interesting to me is that I don't know about any of what's going on until I get on YouTube and hear people talking about." Jackie, I'm with you.
That's good,
Eric
Jackie. Don't pay attention. We turned off the television.
And then when I do hear about the news, I go and try and find it in the most untouched way. So, for example, this whole thing with Trump and Zelensky in the White House, I heard it because it was blowing up all over social media, and I said,
She went to C-SPAN to actually watch it.
I went to C-SPAN to
not
watch
to get it
because
from
I
the
didn't
news,
want to watch it
C-SPAN,
with the liberal spin. I didn't want to watch it with the
Republican spin
or conservative spin, whatever you want to call it. I just wanted to see what was their conversation. What did Alana think about it? Now, there's so much that goes in there. I'm going to be real with you. I personally didn't have any problem. I watched the full 49 minutes because I said, I don't want to see just a little bit of it. I want to see the full thing. I want to see it with no commentary. I personally did not have one problem with anything that was said. I didn't have a problem with JD Vance. I didn't have a problem with Trump. None of it. I personally felt that Zelensky was overstepping, and he made a comment that as soon as he said it, I was like, is he threatening us?
He sounded he was basically threatening America, and Trump went off. That's the way that
Trump took it, and that's when Trump kind of jumped a little bit.
Yeah, and everything changed after that.
I would have jumped too.
I would have
jumped too. If you
can't be in my country, in my house, and threaten me.
I would have
when you asking me for money. That's not gonna work.
But that's me. You guys see me here. I'm going to jump if somebody wants to tell me what I need to think or feel. And that's what Trump did. But again, I wanted to watch something that was not going to push me, because what we have to understand is
everybody's got a spin.
Everybody has a spin, and they're wanting to get your thoughts, your emotions, your feels, your clicks, your likes, your comments, your this, your that, because it's all about that.
And I thought some of it was rude, saying, you're not wearing a suit, and Vance was speaking a little harsh to him.
First off, no, I didn't think Vance was speaking rude. I didn't think Vance was wrong.
It was one little thing he said.
The comment to me, the comment that about the suit was actually a reporter who asked it.
Yeah.
And to be very honest with you, I have thought that to be
I feel like you should wear a suit going to the White House.
Coming through the White House,
not in a suit,
in a t-shirt and what looked like to be either black jeans or black khakis.
It's inappropriate.
I've thought that, why aren't you dressed like that? And Zelensky's response to him was, when my war is over, I said, well, that's a good response.
But however, he's been on the cover of Vogue twice.
And so
those two things don't jive.
Exactly. So
you can't do that.
But then I said, well, gee, but he's done this and that. And
his wife is out shopping.
So I'm like, so if you're really in this state of mourning because of what's going on in your country, you wouldn't be on Vogue twice and in Vanity Fair on the cover all decked out. Those things don't jive.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways.
If you want to go on those publications, then do it in the same black outfit that you wear here in our country when you're getting billions and billions of dollars from us. That's my thought. Yeah. But anyways, let's see. Samuel said, regarding BC Q&A. Oh, you had let me know. Okay. She's saying you had let me know I'm still being patient. So
okay, so I'll look for it tonight. Thank you for showing up,
and I'm sorry about that. Sometimes if he ever forgets something for anybody, please
Yeah, just send me
Send
another
him a
email.
text,
Yeah,
do whatever, and tell him, because he will get it. And sometimes these things happen. And
it's in a folder, so I got to search through the folder because I got like 1,000.
don't get me started about his computer, because I
Okay.
get on him all the time.
I know. I just have, but you guys see the work that I do
He
and
does
how
a
I
lot of
produce.
work.
I've got so many videos, clips.
I try and tell him, get it organized.
No. I'm trying.
Take that extra
but
time, and you have to take it in the moment. You can't go back and do it. But anyways,
yeah, but it's a
let's
lot. But
move on.
I will get it to you. Thank you.
He
I
will
just
get
wanted to know.
that to you very soon, and I will now.
Oh, now she's on.
Now,
it. Yeah.
okay, I say now I see you, and I see him. We'll do it. It's been an emotional roller coaster since I am a federal employee. 2 weeks ago, I had to resend a job offer, and it was the worst feeling ever hearing the other person cry on the phone.
I'm sorry to hear
horrible.
that.
You are 100% correct.
See, and that's the reality of it. There's humanity. There's human beings. Do I think we have too many government employees and too much fat and meat? Yes. But do I think the way that they're trying to cut it is appropriate, right, or fair? No. You know what I mean? And I think, and I'm glad there have been lawsuits and some people are getting their jobs back, but I think it's been very nasty, cold-hearted, evil, and abrupt. You know, don't get me wrong. There's no humanity in that. But to be honest with you guys, the whole system is broken. It wouldn't matter if it was like Jason Tucker doing this or a Democrat doing this. It needs to be done. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta trim the fat. We spend too much.
Well,
you know,
we've
a
got
lot.
to just change the system.
The whole system, yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's going to be discomfort.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
process.
Change and transformation, it can be ugly. It doesn't feel good. And guess what? If we're used to certain ways of being and living and this and that, then when someone comes and creates this radical change, it's shocking. It's abrupt. It's like, oh my God, how dare you? But it's like, but do you realize if we keep going down this path, the whole thing's going to go in the ocean? You know what I mean? So it's like a fine line. And I'd much rather someone else be doing it than Trump and Elon, trust me. But it needs to happen one way or the other. Does that make sense? Like, if you think about it in your heart of hearts, you guys all know nothing in DC is proper. Nothing. It's just not. And I do respect federal workers. I have friends and family who work in different places. You know, I know, I get it. I get it, you know.
You know, what I will say, and I know I come at this maybe from a very elementary child,
she's Mars and Capricorn too, though.
So I don't, but just try to hold to, I'm gonna be okay.
Yes.
And if a door closes,
another one
is going to open, and it's going to be better. And I feel like we need to claim that. Sometimes getting to your highest and greatest timeline involves closing a timeline that maybe you are so accustomed to and you love, but it needs to be closed so that you can get in that other one. So I do, and I'm sorry for that emotional, because I would not like to be doing that.
No,
it's very hard. I've
prayers.
I've only had to fire one person in my career, one or two people, and it's hard. Even when they deserve it, it's hard. You know. Anyways, let's see. Jackie Washington, I will look out for that, and I will follow up. Do also send an email to my husband that you did that. She signed up for Coffee Talk. So.
Oh yeah. No, I got
Oh, okay. So he already got you.
The Zoom link I'll be sending out on Friday night, just so you guys know. Okay. I wait till everybody signed up, so I just send out the one link to everybody.
Let's get back to the astrology, folks.
Yes.
Let's get back to the astrology.
Oh, did she share her big three? The one person?
I don't.
SM?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, SM, share your big three before we go.
But Mystic Cancer says complete insanity. I have an 8th house stellium, all in Pisces.
Whoa.
Oh, so Mystic Cancer is sharing. So, okay, so she's got that, and her sun is Cancer, her moon is Pisces, and her rising is Leo.
Leo
rising,
Cancer moon in the 12th house, and the Pisces sun in the 8th, and you got an 8th house stellium. That's why you're here. Whoa. You are very intuitive and psychic. That Cancer moon in the 12th house, you could be very supportive and nurturing and caring to people in the spiritual realm. Um, you know, I don't know what you do for work, but in this life or another life, you could be a doula, a deaf doula, a midwife. You may actually see spirits or know when people pass away and die. You may get downloads or messages, and it could be shocking to you or to your friends and family that you share it with, or maybe you don't share it. Um, excuse me. There may be some things about dad you don't know or don't see clearly. Mom and dad were in perfect harmony, though. It's like a trine energy when you were born, so they loved you and wanted you. But with the Pisces sun in 8th house, you just, I mean, maybe dad's into, working in the financial system or the government or, something that's like oil or gas, or like he could work in plumbing or heating, something, or even work in a funeral home or mortuary. Same with you. But you definitely need to have the crystals, the gems, the minerals, the sea moss, burdock root, ashwagandha, spirulina, all that, mugwort, and this and that. Like, you could be an amazing herbalist. And I'd have to see your rest of the chart, but if you're into the esoteric occult knowledge, you could do really well. Numerologist, astrologist, soul contracts, human design, any of the metaphysical arts, you could be gifted. And I do teach one-on-one classes. I will probably do my intro to basic astrology group class, either late spring or early summer. But right now I've been working with people one-on-one as well. So, if you're ever interested, reach out. But you're spiritually gifted, and be kind to yourself. Okay. That moon, hopefully you and mom are okay. But sometimes the moon in the 12th house, there may be some, just you and mom sometimes may need to agree to disagree. But you'd have to let me know.
It happens. Me and my mom have to do that too.
And SM Made, did they self-made?
I haven't seen them yet.
Well,
so
self-made.
Gigi, the Empress, says it. Oh, the Gigi is her initials, but I've been using Gigi since she was 7. Her name is Janae.
I knew it. That's why I asked.
Like pronounced like Janae Aiko.
That's beautiful.
Janae Aiko. I hope Jenny.
Janae.
Okay, so I said that. I just read it, but
That's cool. Yeah, see, I knew that you had a different name.
We have Abdul Roos.
Hello,
I believe.
Abdul Roos.
And they're up
there. Share your big three. Nice to meet you.
And they are.
How you doing?
Very nice to meet you as well. So they have I have a stellium in my 7th house, Sagittarius.
Gemini rising.
In the 7th house, Sagittarius Sun, Taurus rising, Cancer moon.
Okay, so you're looking at Placidus. If you got Sagittarius in the 7th house, your first house is Gemini. Okay, so that you or
I don't know,
or is that the kids' phones? Okay, maybe then.
Yeah, it's not whatever.
Yeah. It's
anyways,
so that's the first thing. So the Sag Sun, you'd be a Gemini rising, and maybe if you are a Taurus rising, then your 7th house would be Scorpio. That's what I'm getting at. So I'm a little confused with that, but in the Placidus, I get it. But I would look at the whole sign system. It's more ancient and more accurate. But in general, I don't know how to break it down for you because I would base it on let's say if you are the Taurus rising, you may be a very good cook. You need freedom and adventure and relationships. You are the Bachelor, Bachelorette sign. So, you could be married, but it may take you a while. But you need someone that's muy inteligente. They got to be smart. But you also want to grow with someone. You want to gain wisdom and knowledge. You don't want someone that's just like Netflix and chill all the time. You want someone that wants to travel, wants freedom, wants adventure, but wants to learn, get into spirituality and astrology and archaeology. And you know what I mean? You want someone that wants to seek higher wisdom and knowledge. Okay. And what was the moon? Was it moon?
Her moon. I'm sorry.
She didn't say the moon, just the Taurus.
No, she did.
Gemini moon.
Moon is Cancer.
Oh, Cancer moon. Very sensitive. You had the Cancer moon this weekend. Hopefully you did well back at home with yourself. But sensitive is not a bad thing, right? It's how you feel energy. Like you have a deep inner knowing. Trust your intuition because you know what you know. So don't doubt yourself. That Cancer moon is very caring and nurturing. You could actually do good in biology and finance or even property, real estate, property management, things like that, or even education. With the Cancer moon, you could do well in any safety, security, or education, teaching, HR work, stuff like that, or even a counselor or therapist as well. Okay. So thank you.
Let's see. Stephen Lascala, I sent. Okay, so Stephen Lascala has signed up for
Coffee talk.
Thank you so
All right,
much,
bro.
Stephen.
I'll
We
see you.
appreciate it. PayPal.
Cool.
Trump is not related to the others, according to Mama Miss. He's asking for more money and soldiers. Really? And are you talking about
Trump is asking for more money?
He's asking for
soldiers?
more money.
Oh,
and
Zelensky.
soldiers.
Zelensky, yeah.
Yeah, and really.
I know we've given billion, like it's absurd. And I'll just say this as an American, like we got to stop giving money to the rest of the world. What about us, citizens?
Said in that 47-minute thing, he said, right now the U.S. has an ocean between them, and that there will come a time where we will feel what he's going through. And the way that he said it to me,
oh no, it was definitely a threat.
I definitely took it as him making a threat. And Trump said, don't tell me what we're going to feel.
Yep.
Right now, you don't have the cards. You need to have me help you create a peace, to broker a peace deal.
But also you got to have respect. Like that's a lack of decorum and respect.
I was like, because when I heard that, I was like, what? Yeah. You want to tell me what I'm going to feel? Like, listen, I'm very spiritual, but I still came up with some stuff. Okay.
Straight out of Compton.
Don't tell me. Okay. I was half Southern California over there and half New York. Don't tell me what I'm gonna feel, because I'll tell you. Like, but anyways, that's my feeling on it. He's asking, yeah. So Teresa Miller said, blessings and greetings.
Hey,
yes,
Teresa
hello,
Miller.
Teresa. Mwah, 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 mwah. And then Kim, wait. So why can Musk wear no suit and a hat?
No. I think Musk is a clown.
I think he's ridiculous too. I don't have a double standard.
Yeah, there's no double standard. Yeah.
See, this is the thing, and this is what happens when we are in such separate camps. That the moment you say something about one thing, then you must be saying something about another thing. I'm not doing that. I don't think
Elon belongs up in there anyway.
I don't think Elon belongs there at all. Period.
And don't support Tesla. I don't trust him for nothing. That's my alarm. Okay. Yeah, no. But you're right.
And you're 100%.
And his kid
right.
up in the White House? No.
I think it's absurd.
He's a clown.
But I will say this: if you're coming to ask for money, you
got to be humble.
I want you to stop and really think about this for a minute. Yeah. We have people who get dressed up for job interviews just to get some low-level ranking job,
and people that came out of prison,
these are people who come out of
people who are broken, poor,
exactly, and they will still figure out how to if they're not wearing a suit, they'll borrow a white shirt from somebody and get a tie. They'll do something to present themselves.
How am I going to come to your country and talk to your president and be like, give me billions, and I'm dressed like I was on a Coca-Cola commercial? Like, come on, like
we've all seen it. But I mean, people who come in where it's hard for them to really get a decent look, but they will get themselves pulled together to get that $20 an hour job, that whatever it is. And this man can come and ask for billions of dollars and not put on a suit. And say it's because of one thing, but then dress up
and then be on Vogue
and then dress up when he wants to go in those spaces.
He's a celebrity chaser.
It's a lack of respect. But that just because I feel that, no, you're right. Elon,
no way.
He has no business like that either.
He shouldn't even be in the Oval Office. That's a whole
I call everybody on everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is the best way to do it. Listen for the entirety. Yes, that's
exactly you gotta watch. Yeah, don't look at CNN or Fox or NBC or CBS. Go to C-SPAN. And see the actual broadcast.
I used to try to say I'll look at Fox and then I'll look at CNN. But then what I realized is it gave me all these emotions, and I was picking up on the emotions of the people on Fox and the emotions of the people on CNN. And then I was taking in all those emotions. So what I have found is finding a C-SPAN or something that's just nothing allows for solely Alana to do that, and it saves my emotional
Because
stuff.
you guys have to all admit, no matter what our intentions are, we're always going to be influenced by the network or we're watching. And that doesn't serve us, because at the end of the day, if there's a fire or you see like the flooding in Houston and this and that, or tragedy, when you're going to help or save your neighbor, you're not asking who'd you vote for. Nobody cares. We're human beings. We're citizens. We're Americans. And we got to start acting like that. And so this is where we got to connect with our fellow man. And there's some areas I'm extremely liberal, and way more liberal than the Democratic Party, trust me. And there's some ways where I'm a little conservative too. You know what I mean? No human being is all just of one thing. It's issue to issue. It's thought to thought. You know, you could be one thing your whole life, but then something happens and changes you in experience, and you'd be like, no, I used to never believe in the death penalty until somebody invaded my home and they killed my children or something in front of me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know what could happen in life. So we have to kind of always be willing to make adjustments and change, because with new information can come new realities and new beliefs.
Okay, let's get back to the astrology.
Of course.
All right, our girl,
Couple more
self-made
questions.
SM.
Okay, self-made,
And I
what's
think
up?
you're a girl, but maybe you're not, so I apologize. Self-made MM is is a Leo sun, a Capricorn moon, and a Pisces ascendant.
Pisces rising, Capricorn moon in the 11th, and the Leo sun in the 6th. So the Leo sun in the 6th, you have a very strong immune system. You're here to burn off your enemies. You could be, if you're a lady, you could be a real diva, regal queen at work, and you could be in politics or entertainment. But having that Pisces ascendant, you're a natural shapeshifter, and it's hard sometimes for you to feel comfortable on this planet Earth. You know what I mean? That Cap moon, though, that's my moon. And you could really actually do really well in politics. I wonder if you work in politics or literally have your own business, because you're a boss and you work hard. The Cap moon in the 11th house, you can be very creative in groups or organizations or over the internet. And your mantra is work hard, then play hard. You may very well write music or poetry or play instruments. You're naturally intuitive and creative. But, you know, I wonder how things were growing up, because the sun and moon are in a weird aspects. But the Cap moon in 11th house, you could be very connected. Your friends could be your family. You know what I mean? Your friends could be your tribe. Like when you get into groups or organizations or over the internet, 11th house moon, you would love coming to Coffee Talk and connect with people talking about the astrology. But just remember, I don't know your age, but a lot of Cap moons later in life, they wind up taking care of their mothers. And mom was strict, but that's what you asked for and that's what you needed. That's what your soul chose. The natal birth chart is the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. So thank you for sharing that with me. And the Leo sun in 6th house, you're kind of here for a long time. You're going to live a longer than average life. So have fun.
Good.
And be careful how you see the other half. You got rose-colored glasses on. You may not see the partners, business partners, and relationships and marriage partners so clearly. So tap into that Virgo. You need to be very grounded and practical about love and relationships and stuff like that, okay?
Unique understanding says there has to be a tower moment to get to the other side, because there's just so much happening. Mama Miss says it's all fraudulent. We are being pushed into a lot. Unique understanding says we are being pushed into alignment with the missions that we signed up for during this lifetime.
Thank you. It's always bigger than the 3D. And so that's what I'm trying to say to you guys, right? I don't care about Democrat, Republican. I don't care about what those fools are doing. I'm focused on my spiritual discipline, my growth, my service to you guys and humanity, my wife, my kids, but also my heart and soul, trying to be the best human being I can be, the best version of myself. I'm trying to get better every day. I'm far from perfect. I'm human. I make mistakes. I have flaws. But my intention is to evolve my soul and to walk on my soul's destined path, and all this other noise and distraction would just take me off of that.
So Mystic Cancer says that her abilities are increased 10 times. And no Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Pisces rising. No, wait, what? No Cancer, Sun, Moon is Pisces rising. Leo. What? Wait. No Cancer, Sun, Moon
The moon is
Pisces
in Pisces,
rising.
so the moon in 8th
Leo.
house.
But then she has Leo at the end.
She's a Leo rising.
A Leo
Cancer
rising
Sun.
Leo.
You said it backwards.
Oh, well, no, I'm not saying it backwards. I'm saying how it's
No,
written.
the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So did she get the right thing? I'm sorry.
It's okay. So if you're the Leo rising and the Cancer Sun is in the 12th house, you and Pops may have some issues, and you may be lit up when you move to foreign lands or even do international business. You could still be the therapist or the counselor. The Pisces moon in 8th house, definitely want to get into the herb stuff, but the emotions of that, you and mom may not see it eye to eye. Moon's in 8th house. They can have a rough time with their mom, but also you are emotionally connected to the esoteric and occult knowledge, the metaphysics and spirituality, and definitely get ancient oils like doTERRA. You would probably love her products, Sabale Pure, organic and vegan body and skincare. But I want you to get into the crystals, the gems. Your big crystals are Leo, Pisces, and Cancer. So Google those, and the Cancer ones in the 12th house, put those under your pillow and in the bed at night.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We've got a lot of things. So
Okay.
Kim is mentioning that Zelensky wears that same outfit to all countries. So I guess like she's trying to say it's fair.
Okay.
And so that's
well,
yeah.
I mean,
And
it's yeah. I mean,
it is what it is.
Did he? Yeah.
Like okay, so Jackie Washington said that the country we have gone as a country we have gone through several industries that have got mass layoffs. I was part of a mass layoff at one point in time.
Yeah.
So I absolutely understand how it's actually I've been laid off twice through different layoffs.
Yeah, layoffs happen. I mean,
and it sucks.
Layoffs are not special to any one
but anyways,
person or one
Jackie
industry.
has said that that there have been mass layoffs and that our ancestors have gone through way worse.
Thank you.
And it may not be easy, but we'll get through.
And not just that, these people that have federal jobs, believe me, their resumes are going to be impressive, and they can get a regular job in the public sector, in the private sector, or whatever. You know what I mean? Public sector.
I believe.
So
that
yeah, I'm sure they'll land on their feet.
Or they'll become, their own bosses, and they'll be entrepreneurs like us.
Yeah.
They'll be bettering the world. Like we are.
Yeah. I mean,
every single day we just put out
hey,
love
listen,
and try and share.
you guys, I got compassion and empathy for everybody. I've seen it all, been there, done that. But I just know our country is crumbling. And it's not one person or one party's fault. It's the system. I
don't even like to say that. We are going through some growing pains. We're not crumbling. And if we are, it's so that phoenix can rise and be better.
No. You have to destroy to rebuild.
Okay.
And to get better. That's the Scorpio energy, right? The scorpion to the phoenix rising out of the ashes, which burns your buttocks enough feel good. No. And then you're the eagle soaring, right? That's the constellation Anguilla of the Scorpio.
Anyways, Mystic Cancer has said that she wanted to know how she could get a hold of us. So I would say the best ways to get a hold of us.
Hit me up, Eric at BigEAstrology.com.
BigEAstrology.
That's my email. And you can also visit the website, BigEAstrology.com. See, it's all behind you right there.
If for some reason Sabale Pure, Sabali, Pure hits you, go on to, I have a website and Instagram, but those are the easiest things. We're pretty easy. We will definitely answer and follow back up.
Yeah, and you can ask me questions too. Yeah, even if you don't book a chart reading,
And let's see, Jackie Washington said,
Jackie Washington in the house.
She said, "I feel you. I'm woke, but I take naps." Girl, yes.
That is such a. She said, "I am woke, but I take that Jackie." Strong J.
Okay.
Strong J.
And J007 is here.
Ooh.
I feel like, have we seen you before, Jay?
I think you've been here, but I don't know if I got to do your big three. Yeah.
So if we haven't done your big three,
because I'm going to get ready to go soon. So give me your big three quickly, J.
Right wing or left wing, the same bird. That's
Thank-
right, see. That's
thank
right.
you.
That's right. That's right. They're playing us. They're on the same team.
They're on the same team.
And then we have
y'all.
no business fighting. Trust me.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
never argue about none of this. They're on the same team. And also, you guys, even with the international players, do you guys remember the board game Risk growing up? Whether it's Putin, Zelensky, Israel, this one, that, it's the board game Risk. You don't know what they talk about the G20 summits in these countries. They're like, okay, you got to act a little aggressive towards me in this, and you got to do that. It's theater. Please know this. It's all theater. Believe me.
Exactly. So now let's see. Blah, blah. Let's see. Exactly. Protect your mind. Be selective of what you watch and read and listen to.
Don't watch that foolishness.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's so low vibrational. Oh my God.
When we take in these darker things, or if you do, because I'm gonna be real, girl, I partake in the Real Housewives sometimes. I stopped watching for a long time, and I've been on like I've just been watching it when I'm folding my laundry and doing my stuff. But what I will do is I meditate afterwards and I release it. But sometimes I admit I love some of those things that those Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I love those pretty purses and all that extravagant living, honey. It's one of my weaknesses. I love looking at it. But anyways,
it's because she's a Taurus rising.
It's because I'm a Taurus rising, and I did used to work in that industry. I worked in the couture salon at Saks Fifth Avenue, and I managed the top of the top. And that's when I ran into Kamala in real life, and it was not under what I would consider to be good ways, reasons, whatever. So at any rate, that was just my experience. Anyways, let's get back. Let's see. I'm trying to get through here. We always try and get to everybody's comments.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for hanging with us on a Sunday night. Yeah.
Thriving. By the way, C says he loves my products. Thank you, C. I am so happy. You know what?
What does C get?
He got the cedarwood citrus deodorant along with the body oil.
Oh, that
body. And I will tell
you, that body oil is dope, right?
It is.
Oh my God.
And it's funny because I've got the lavender lemongrass and the
Wait, can I tell C something privately? C, she's never even let me use the cedar citrus body oil. And I'm married to.
Are you serious right now?
I don't think I've ever.
Are you serious right now?
C.
He might be serious.
C. I've never used it. I've been asking just to get some oil because my scalp is getting dry. She wasn't.
I had to go make him his own oil and.
C. And congratulations, brother. I'm glad you got it. I was thinking about ordering some myself.
He just needs to buy it. Listen, you buy it. I'll send it to you.
She'll send it to me across the bed.
But no,
you see? So enjoy it, brother, because it's so good. It's really good.
I love the cedarwood citrus the best on my face. There's something about the way that it is.
See, I'll let you know after I try it, brother, how it is.
And I think
one day
he got that, and I want to say.
But thank you for supporting. But she made, very much. Tell her, like you guys.
And I think did you get the tooth powder?
She really makes amazing
I was processing a few
stuff,
orders
you
that
guys.
day, so
she makes amazing stuff. I honestly, if I wasn't married to her, I would still buy it because the deodorant, the tooth powder, my teeth are like squeaky clean, no morning breath, incredible.
He mentions that he's going to leave me a review.
Oh, leave her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you decide to do a review, that's beautiful. But if you share it with your social media and you send me back an email, I will send you a code to get a free lip balm.
Oh,
so I send those codes, but I need all those things to be done because I'm trying to grow. And if you share with your people, like, hey, I've used this stuff and I know it's really good and I like it.
And you could hashtag her and
to get somebody to buy because I buy stuff when people that I really know do stuff because nowadays everybody knows this user generated content from these influencers that are paid. We all know that that's fake, right? Yeah. So, you know what, on that, because being in this industry, I was working with a real wonderful mentor, and I did some coaching with her. Her name, Mariana. Oh my God. I forgot the name. Oh my God, that's horrible. I hope she never sees this, and because I love you. But at any rate, she knows a lot of people high up in the industry, and somebody that she knew actually got one of the Kardashians to be a influencer for her. She paid them like $10,000, $9,000 or $10,000 to do this thing. Out of that, she made $800 or $900, somewhere between $700 and $900. And like, it's
That's
fake,
crazy,
right?
yeah.
So
That's
I
crazy.
refuse to do those types of things. I just do things
She
like
just wants
this,
it from
and
regular
I
people.
hope
You
that
guys
people
matter, yeah.
like what they get and respect it, but also understand the
Where's
whys.
my phone?
It's over here. Hold on a minute. Let's see. We have to remember as well that people get laid off are only entitled to state unemployment. It is not like during COVID where the federal government did PUA to give extra dollars. Yes. And as I said, I've been laid off twice. I was laid off during well, I'm older, but I was laid off during a big layoff for the telecommunications world when MC. Oh God, it's been so long. It's weird how I just
MC Hammer?
No, but there was a huge thing. It shook up the telecommunications world. People were being laid off left and right. It was like in 2001 or 2-ish or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
After
I was laid
Y2K?
off then. Yes.
Yeah.
No, after Y2K, but it had nothing to do with Y2K.
Yeah.
And then I was laid off for something else. And it was another big layoff where it wasn't anything that I did. It was just point in time and financial stuff.
It happens. I was a teacher, and I had a choice to either get fired that day or take a huge pay cut because of the stock market crash in 08. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, I got, 2 kids, a wife, my mom at home. Like, I was like, I just had to take less money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this was like a week or two before Christmas.
Keep our health insurance.
I needed to keep a health insurance. It's terrible.
It stinks. It's like, and I never got any of that additional stuff from being laid off.
Yeah. So,
but it is really, really, really.
I don't wish it on anybody, but listen, stuff happens.
And this is where I think to myself, we've got to have a different system because there is no reason for anybody to face losing their home.
And let me tell you something.
Over things like that. Like, it'd be one thing if that person was out buying Birkin bags.
Yeah, but listen, if this fool tries to play with people and Social Security, as much as we've worked and put into it our whole lives, the country will revolt. Best believe that. That's the one button. That's that button you cannot push. You push that button, it's going to be on and popping in the streets.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Anyways, yep. Inner standing, matrix. Yep, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Self-made. Let's see. Yeah, I just got done with listening to your Whitney Houston reading. I'm going to get a read. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Mwah. We look forward to it.
Yeah, the Whitney Houston one. Oh, that was a good one. I got to do some more of the celebrity charts. Just know in public, I only do celebrities and famous people that have passed away. And I've been saying it. I just got to find time. I'm super busy. But eventually I will get to like JFK, X. I do it in private, and I've done it at coffee talks. But I will never release to the public. My moral code as an astrologer, if someone's living and I don't have permission to do their chart, I will never do it in public because I just don't think energetically and spiritually it's right. You'll see plenty of astrologers do it. I don't knock, and you'll never hear me criticize another astrologer. It's not my bag, baby. But I will not do a famous person's chart in public without their permission. In private, that's different. Public, you can't do that.
Yeah. So Mama Miss, she was with me. She said,
"What's up, Mama?"
She said that she ordered Zeus. So that's like a low vibrational thing. And it was amusing and funny and just all the craziness. And sometimes
we got to laugh and have fun.
So thank you, girl, for understanding that sometimes you got to dip your toe in that
foolishness.
Foolishness. But anyway, Jackie Washington said, how do you use the toothpaste? Is it good for cats and ears, etc.? So it's tooth powder. I have specifically made it with things that are ground to a point that you will not scrape your veneers and so forth. I do use turmeric at a low percentage, so it should not stain or do anything of that. And actually, turmeric is actually a natural whitener on veneers. Yeah. I haven't had anybody have any issues, but I would say try it first. Although I have been making powder or tooth polish for
years.
I first started making it in 2017. So I've had a lot of people, and it's always been very, very popular. And I've never had issues with the veneers or anything of that nature. I did add in
That's
my
an interesting
most
question. I never
recent-
heard anybody ask that question though.
I've had that question asked before,
Okay.
and
No, you never told me. I didn't
yeah,
know.
no, I mean, I've been, I've had a lot come up a lot. I've never had an issue. And what
It's
I
so
do,
healthy for you.
what
the
I do with
diatomaceous
my
earth
stuff
and
is like
turmeric.
I decided to go to a powder from my polish because while my polish was wonderful and it was a coconut oil base, it was wonderful, but it made a mess in your sink and it was harder to clean up because of we brush our teeth with cold water, and coconut water needs hot water to really clean off the sink. There was just, it
the
was
tooth
more of
powder
a
is way
housekeeping
better.
issue with the coconut water. I mean, the coconut base.
Yeah.
So I went to a powder, and I
That's
use
so
things
good.
in my tooth powder and my polishes when I used to make it that are for complete and total oral health. So the turmeric is going to help your gums and be anti-inflammatory. And what's interesting is I've had people come back and they're like, my muscle aches are gone. I'm like, that's the turmeric too, baby. It's because you're obviously you're consuming it to a certain extent. I use 3 different remineralizers. So all of these remineralizers strengthen your teeth in different ways and strengthen your enamel. And because there is no glycerin, which is what the toothpaste that are in a tube have, those remineralizing agents actually get absorbed into your teeth. There is no barrier. When you've got Tom's or these other natural toothpaste that are in a tube, you will see calcium carbonate, which I do have, and you will also see glycerin. Glycerin is, depending on what type of glycerin, it could be petroleum, it could be vegetable, it depends. It creates a barrier that means that the remineralizers do not get onto your teeth and get absorbed the way that they need to as much. So,
and that diatomaceous earth, wow, it's so good for your mouth.
I use diatomaceous earth. It's a remineralizer, but it is also a detoxifier, which is very important. Pulls out toxins from your mouth. It pulls heavy metals. There's a lot of things that people call like clays. They'll go, oh, I use bentonite clay. Bentonite clay doesn't pull heavy metals. Okay, that's important. We are living in a time where we are having our skies sprayed all the time. Case in point, just last Wednesday, I went on a walk and all of these chemtrails everywhere because they were spraying to create the rain,
and then we got the rain on Friday, all day Friday night.
But those heavy metals were very drying and whatnot.
People were getting
2
sick
nights
and
in
coughing.
A row, the cough, I was actually waking up with bloody noses. And I know that it has to do with what's being sprayed up there. We have to detoxify. So
her products are amazing, you guys, and she is truly a wealth of knowledge. Like
the organic neem, I've doubled that because Spirit just told me we need to double that because it's important that we're detoxifying. What else? I've used essential oils, orange, which is very good for your gums and your teeth, and anyways, whatever. Everything I put has a purpose. You can look at stuff.
Last few questions or comments.
Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. You get me started, I don't stop. I need to be quiet.
No. That was important information. She's great.
Let's see. Release the Real Housewives of all of them are toxic. You are correct, girl. I know they are. They are. And let's see. The Enron and MCI. Yes, MCI. That was the one that I was caught up in 2001, 2000. I think I was laid off in 2000. Yeah, it might have been 2001 that was laid off, actually. You're right. Let's see. And because anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter. 2008, during the recession, there was a PUA. The .coms were no PPP or PUA. Just a few years ago, the tech industry and banks shut down. Yes. So they go back and forth, and I don't know how they decide who's going to get.
Let me tell you something, though. In 2008,
and who aren't.
I lost so much money because I owned a property and had rental units.
Yeah, it was very, very difficult. In my opinion, there's no reason we should be paying to live. Yes, I agree. We should be able to live freely. You're right. I think we have to.
We have to hold different mind shift. Yeah, we got to.
Unique. We're here, girl.
Yeah. Niggas be
Drink turmeric non-dairy milk at night. Please share your link to your website. Do you have soap along with it?
No, she doesn't make soap.
You know, soap is a whole other beast. That whole saponification process is something that I just have not gotten into. And there's a lot of people who make soaps that are just like the melt and pours, and they're really not that great. And I refuse to do anything unless I'm going to do it like really, really good.
But, you know, she will be working on some new products soon. And one of them is from her old business, which used to be Quench Naturel. And it's a healing balm. This thing, you guys, it was for scrapes, burns, arthritis, muscle soreness. I mean, everything. You could put it on your feet, your knees, your cuts, your scrapes. I put it on scars after surgeries on my feet and my ankle and my wrist. But, I mean, the testimonials that she would get, like waitresses, be like, oh my God, I have no more foot pain, or a tennis player with his elbow. Like, you'll probably do that before the end of the year.
I'm going to try to get back into that. I have some things, because that was a wonderful.
It's a great product.
What I loved about it is it really showcased nature when it's done properly.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many.
Because you guys, I had crazy.
I still have people ask me for it, and I haven't made it.
I had crazy foot surgeries and ankle surgery. That sucker helped me.
Just hitting back to what Jackie Washington was saying about the turmeric. That's what I would call golden milk. And you can put in, if you aren't vegan, you can put in your natural honey. That's a really wonderful mixture with the honey, the turmeric, and a non-dairy milk, whether it be coconut, almond, whatever. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And if you like a little bit more spice, add some cardamom and some cinnamon and some stuff in there. They're wonderful. I wish someone made a great body wash. You know, the body wash is a little bit more difficult. My recommendation is to pick up, oh my God, I'm sorry, I have to, Castile soap. Buy it in the 5 gallons. You can get that relatively inexpensive. Castile soap is really, really good. There's some stuff that you can do with that, but that makes it really easy, and you can water it down, and you can whip it up, and you can add some essentials and
whip it good.
But that's probably one of the best ways. It's hard for the things that require a lot of
crack that whip.
Yes.
Any last comments?
I think we're done. I think we got our comments in. Thank you
guys.
Y'all.
Thank you so much spending this time with us on a Sunday evening. I'll be back Tuesday with Lisa Salvatore, Intuitive Astrologer. We're going to really get you all ready for March Madness and all that. You know, college basketball, St. John's Red Storm in the house.
I thought we were doing the March Madness for all the crazy stuff going on.
I know. I'm just doing a double entendre here.
Oh.
Don't interrupt the double entendre. Hopefully my North Carolina Tar Heels, we lost to Duke, but hopefully we still make the tournament. We got to do good in the ACC tournament. And Yo Terps, I'm a graduate of the University of Maryland.
Can I tell you how crazy this man gets during his sports? It's insane. Yeah. Like, she likes neighbors here.
No, she likes the housewives. I like my sports. Yankees, Steelers.
I'm not
Knicks.
screaming. I'm not screaming.
No, there's nothing to scream about. It's silliness. But
true.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely get ready. Maybe you guys fill out your brackets. That's a lot of fun. That'll be coming up next Sunday when they announce the brackets and all that. Is my favorite. It's one of my favorite times of the year. We got NFL free agency.
I love you guys.
But I love you guys, and I thank you. And thank you for coming, signing up for Coffee Talk.
Yes.
We're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna learn a lot. And if you guys want, you can just email me, eric@BigEAstro.com. And so that way I have your information and I can send you the link, and then I'll send you the information. You can pay Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. And don't forget, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. My friend has said that Whitney Houston, is that Mr. Cancer or
I'm
SM,
sorry, I don't remember.
self-made. But either way, if you got a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, holla. The sale is big, okay? 165, 65 minutes via Zoom. And remember, Aries, I'm starting all over. The price goes up because we're going to go from 65 minutes to the full 90 minutes.
Gotta get that 90 minutes
so you guys can ask more questions.
And
that means the price goes up to $250, but all the sales, Aries, starting on the 20th, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, the sale price will be $206. So it's going to be real nice, and that's going to be the same price for everybody, but it's going to be more time, more bang for your buck Dollar, dollar, holla, holla. I'll see you Tuesday night.
Thank you.
And,
we love you.
And I'm going to try to get out a newsletter, if not Monday,
Ooh,
Tuesday.
Girl.
Okay?
I will be. I've been told that I need to whip you, and I will.
Can I just tell you guys something? Wait, no. I am a very well-behaved husband. I don't give her no drama.
He does.
I don't give her no stress. I'm not at some club.
No,
I'm not going to any strip clubs. I'm not even at Hooters. I watch my sports here at the home.
He does.
Okay.
All I had to deal with is the occasional yell.
I'm very loyal.
He
I'm
is.
a Virgo and Cap Moon, Scorpio rising. I'm all
blessed.
about the truth, and and my intention and focus is on her.
It's good night time.
I love you guys. Episode 314, Saturn, Uranus, and Pisces. Spiritual discipline is going to be the way to get through March Madness and the Saturn return. And compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself first.
Yes.
Self-love, y'all. God bless.
God bless you. We love you. Bye.
Knowledge is love. Bye.